really bad. I had to wash my hair yesterday with a rubber glove on. That was so dumb. You know, you ever have one of those moments where you're like, thank God I live alone and nobody has to see this, because the dignity that I lost in that moment. So that was great. It's getting better, I think. I used what I had on hand. I didn't go to the emergency room to get stitches or anything. I have a nurse as a mother who just kind of for me and looked at it and went, eh. So it's fine. It is what it is. Am I gonna get a scar? Probably a pretty big one. My dad came on Sunday and helped me get a Christmas tree, because I got a real Christmas tree this year. And he helped me carry it back up the stairs. And when he did that, his new thing is bread making. So he brought me a mini baguette that he had made. It was his first ever baguette, and he wanted me to try it. So he brought me a mini baguette. And he maybe went a little intense on the crust, and I was having a hard time cutting it. And the board that I had the bread on when I went to cut it slid across the counter, and I slipped with the serrated bread knife, and I cut my finger really bad. And it gushed, and it bled for probably about 45 minutes. Not an ideal situation. And I had it above my head, and I went through like probably 12 paper towel sheets. It's fine now. It hurts like a say that, but I'm letting it air out right now so that I can, bandage it again. But I had to stabilize it with a finger sling because it is all the way across, I'm not going to show it to you because it's disgusting. It's all the way across this first knuckle and down around my finger. So I had to stabilize it so that because I have to type at work a lot. And surprisingly, you hit your finger more than you think you do, particularly even if you are right-handed and it is your left hand. You don't realize it until you have to do it. So I am just stuck without a functioning pointer finger on my left hand right now. So it's fine. I mean, it sucks. It hurts like a bitch, but I will bandage it in a little bit. I'm just letting it air out for a while because I slept with a bandage on it so that I didn't get shit all over my sheets in case it cracked open again. It has been fine. So, yeah. But I use my pointer finger for everything. I didn't put it under cold water because my mom is a nurse and my blood pressure was really high at the time. And she told me not to do that because I was really freaking out, and my hand started to go numb, and I started to feel like I was gonna vomit. So she told me not to put it in cold water because that might shock my finger a little too much or my body a little too much. So I did not do that. Normally I would have, but I was not feeling so good in that moment. I slipped with a serrated bread knife and cut the shit out of my finger on Sunday. It bled for a long time. That was a lot of blood. I was not happy with myself, I'll tell you that much. So I can't really use my pointer finger right now. Yeah, honestly, I know the wet paper towel trick. I was so damn excited about the stupid baguette that my dad made. He was so proud of himself. And he drove all the way to me to give me a mini baguette that he made me. I was very excited to try. I just didn't even think. I was like, I want to eat this bread. And I really didn't think about that. So, was not my proudest moment. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. Oops. Not going to do that again. It was a giant whoopsie. Yeah. And I was trying, so basically I had a friend over, my dad dropped off this lovely baguette that he made. Honestly, I still ate the baguette, it was wonderful. I did not get stitches, my mother's a nurse, so we just called her a bunch and we're like, what do we do? And then showed her it, and I almost showed it to you, that's really disgusting. I was like, Mom, and it was like bleeding everywhere, and she was like, oh God. She was in the shower when I called her too. It was a bad moment, honestly, for all of us. And my friend's there, and she's like queasy, and you could see it because I was like holding it above my head, so that because if you put it above your heart, it's easier to get it to stop bleeding. So I had it above my head, and I was like pacing, but my blood pressure was really high because I was freaking out a little bit. And I made homemade chicken noodle soup to go with my baguette that my dad made us, and we were watching a movie, and then we were going to watch the Eras tour, and I really didn't want to have to go to the emergency room because I wanted to see the Eras tour, and I was like in tears, not so much about my finger, but more so about the fact that I really didn't want to go to the emergency room, even though it's like right there, because I live right by a hospital. So it was, oh, okay. Do you want to tell them about your Christmas tree that you got on Sunday? You don't want to come up? Or do you want to come up? No? Okay. Why is there a cup on the floor? I didn't put that there, so, did you do that? Okay. It was probably your brother. I don't have your twist tie. You did not bring it back to me. I don't know where it is. So you need to find it.